It's Eric Arnold, once known as the Big E, here in his barn, which passes for his YouTube studio. It's Friday, March 20th. It is, I gotta change the clock. I've never changed that. It's still an hour slow. So it looks like it's 20 after 4. Well, it's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. You know, this is the kind of day they say is going to kill this damn virus. Well, some of them say that, some of them say it won't. So I'm going to choose to believe here on the Friday, March 20th, that it will kill the virus. We're going to be positive today. We're going to be positive. Yeah, I just need to make a video here just to keep the thing fresh. I've noticed the viewership has dropped precipitously, which I guess means you don't want to hear doom and gloom about the virus as if there's something else to talk about. Although I would say this, I believe my predictions with respect to this virus have been more accurate than my picks on American college basketball. I don't know if that's good or not. In fact, I think it's probably bad, but they have. At any rate, so what's new? I lit my little cigar here. I thought, it's here. I just feel like a smoke. You all must think, wow, this guy smokes a lot. The virus is going to get him. Well, a couple points on that. This is the same cigar. I mean, I just keep relighting the same cigar. So, I smoke this thing for however many puffs I get till the thing goes out while I make these videos. Then I relight it for the next video. So this is still the same cigar I've been working on since like 20 videos ago. So I don't know that's that bad. All things in moderation. Plus, if you don't know anything about smoking, you don't inhale cigar smoke. You just kind of bring it in your mouth and then pass it out. So, I suppose I'm at risk for gum disease, throat, well, not throat, don't really get in the throat, whatever else, gum disease, that's probably it, cancer of the mouth, I'll probably get that maybe, but I don't think it's wrecking my lungs. I don't think it's making me more susceptible to this goddamn coronavirus. Again, I think we'll refer to, I think all of us, even you in China, can come to an agreement on this, that we won't identify it by country, we'll just call it the goddamn virus. And I think that seems fair to everybody. So, what do we know? How about American sports? What passes for that? I'll be goddamn, but Tom Brady actually left New England. I never thought that would happen. It's a story I willfully ignored. Just don't care. I mean, in other words, you see this cloud on the horizon rolling towards you that's going to wreck your finances and destroy your hobbies all at the same goddamn time. So I'm paying attention to this virus news, and over here, the sports people are like, is he going to leave? Is he going to leave? Is Tom Brady going to leave? Is Tom Brady going to leave? And, it's like, well, see, one's important and one I just don't care about. Well, sure enough, he did leave. Tom Brady left New England. I don't know what to think of that. That just, I don't know that much about the guy. I mean, to be totally candid, I don't like Tom Brady. The fact is that the guy has been wrapped up and penalized for 2 cheating scandals in his career. The Spygate and the Deflategate. And you can say whatever you want, but the fact remains they were penalized for both of those. So you could say it was all unfair and the league was out to get them or whatever. They were penalized 2 times. Shazam! What are the chances? Let me think how many times Brett Favre was penalized. How many times was Joe Montana penalized? How many times was Roger Staubach penalized? Yeah, none. Right, exactly. So Now he goes down to Tampa Bay. For the 6 of you that are actually watching this video, I'm going to give you a bonus here. I did some research on the NFL a few seasons ago, and I found something interesting. I was trying to find a common link between teams that had that kind of breakout year against the spread. You know, a team that surges forward and just for no explicable reason whatsoever just starts covering number after number after number after number. And I think I found some links that, you know, some commonalities that really it's almost, you know, you can almost hang your hat on it. And then one of them is this, a new quarterback. You know, a new quarterback. When I say new quarterback, could be brand new, could be in the second year maybe. A new coach, brand new second year. So here you got that down in Tampa. You know, Arians, this will be, I believe, his second year. It'll be a first year with Tom Brady. If you want to test my theory, look at the teams that broke out last year. Green Bay, new coach. San Francisco with a, relatively new coach, new quarterback. I mean, I think that was their second or third year together. So it works. I mean, it works. So you got to look at Tampa Bay this year and think maybe this team is going to, you know, I'm hesitant because Brady is going to carry such a premium with him. You're just going to have to look at the number and just see, am I suddenly, you know, are the Bucks being bet? Are they being put on the board like they're the Patriots? You know, if that's the case, then no, they're not going to cover those big numbers because they're not the Patriots. The team I would be looking at next year to play are the Patriots. I've always kind of thought that Belichick was the brains of the operation, if you will. You know, obviously he is. But remember that 4-game stretch where Brady was not there because of the Deflategate? That happened, 3-4 years ago? The Patriots won and covered every game in that stretch with, I think it was Jimmy Garoppolo. And then Garoppolo was traded to San Francisco. Well, that was Belichick. Belichick did all of that. And I think that Belichick, again, with whoever's his quarterback, I don't even know. In a way, I almost don't think it doesn't matter. He's going to outkick the coverage. He is going to exceed expectations. I would be looking at the Patriots next year as a team to play. If there is a next year, of course. So there's your NFL news. I guess the Eagles made a trade for a Pro Bowl cornerback. They needed that more than a dead man needs a burial. They've needed a cornerback forever. Let's hope this one can actually play. If he can, that helps that team immensely because that's a desperate area of need for my Philadelphia Eagles. That probably wraps up the sports news. I don't know anything about Australian rules football. I guess they're still playing that. I think they're still playing soccer in the Soviet Union. I mean, Russia, not the Soviet Union. Although I guess they kind of act similarly these days. So, you know, what else is new? Went to the store today. I mentioned my indestructible 90-year-old father a few videos ago. Wouldn't you know, like within 2 days of me saying something about him being indestructible, they had to rush him to the hospital. Oh, nothing as exciting as he's infected with corona. He just had some boring old seizures. So once they limited the seizures, got rid of them, and they test them and they say, well, we can't figure out what's wrong with you. You can go home. And he's back to whatever passes for normal. Although one thing that happened that I found somewhat disturbing, you'll probably be relieved. They took his driver's license. So he almost immediately figured out how he's going to get around without the driver's license. It's like, who doesn't have a job? Who stands around in his barn and makes videos? Yeah, right. So I'm the chauffeur. So I chauffeured him around today go get prescriptions and whatnot. At least he was smart enough to stay in the car, as we go into Walmart. I don't know where all you are that are watching this video, but here in the United States, we've got a variety of closures and ways that they're handling this crisis. If you have a Democratic governor, your state is probably closed and you've been told to stay home. If you're in a Midwest or a red state, the state's probably a little more liberal and you probably, get it, that's kind of an oxymoron, but your state's probably a little more open. Things are probably open, you can probably freely assemble. It's here in Pennsylvania, everything's locked down, which is kind of funny in a way because there's only a few places you can go now if you need things. So he needs to get a prescription filled, we go to Walmart. We need food or clothing or something, we got to go to Walmart. So, I had to go to Walmart, which was crowded. So luckily he stayed in the car. I didn't see anyone coughing. I didn't see a Walmart full of sick people. It looked relatively normal. I noticed the video store was open where they sell video games. That would fly in the face of the governor's edict. Florist was open, again, that would fly in the face of the governor's edict. We'll see what happens, I don't know. They're not going to go in there with guns and badges and shoot you. We'll see how strictly they're going to enforce these things. If they have any brains, it won't be enforced as strictly. See, went out. So I guess that's probably, I probably should use that as like a timer for subscriber X who has no patience and doesn't really care what I'm saying. He just can't listen that long. I heard a couple things. I don't know these are, well, let's put it this way. They were statistically significant enough for one of Trump's medical people to mention it. So I guess it's statistically valid, I guess. It said, I think this is data coming out of Italy. Guess men are twice as likely to die from this damn thing. Hooray. So we got that going for us. And then I believe type A blood type, also more likely to get this thing. I am, of course, type A, as is my father. Hooray. He's probably all set. He's 90 years old. He's a man, and he's got type A blood type. He probably shouldn't have come out of the house at all. But, he's just laying in the house waiting to die, so he might as well get out. I mean, for what passes for exercise, walking down the walkway, getting in the car, getting out of the car, walking back into the house. There's your exercise. So that's his exercise for today. That's about all else I have to tell you. I mean, I'm still on team government for now. Go team government. All down with the shutdown. Let's go. Yay, shutdown. We'll just have to see. The number I'm tracking is deaths. That's the number. I don't care about cases. That's a number I think that it's just apples and oranges, and you cannot make heads or tails out of that number because that number is driven directly by how many tests are being done. So if I read on Zero Hedge that there's a line of 1,000 cars up in North Jersey waiting to be tested, so apparently now they do have a handful of places set up a la South Korea where you can drive through and get the test done, but there's none of that around here. And I'm sure they're not doing things like that in Alabama. So that number of cases that just seems arbitrary somewhat to me. So deaths, that's the number. That's the one you got to look at. I'm looking in for the thing to flatten the curve. That's what they keep saying. That we want the curve to flatten. I figure look, they're never going to let me have my sports back until they start to see that curve flatten. You know, I'm going to be stuck here in the barn, and it's just going to be a goddamn barn until that curve starts to flatten, and we'll have a slight chance of being able to call it the sports farm again. And even then, it's going to take forever and a day until we actually can call it the sports farm again. So, yeah, this sucks. This absolutely sucks. All of it. I mean, you know, I'm sure like you, I have had to finagle my portfolio around trying not to be wiped out. You know, we're going to get hurt, but I don't think we're going to be wiped out. Some people luckier than others, I guess. Some people will be wiped out. Hey, yay, it just means you get to work another 5-10 years. That's all right. You know, I'm sure you all love your jobs. It'll be good. It'll all be good. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to say. There's nothing else to say. I'm not even sure what day it is. The calendar tells me it's Friday, but all the things I like to do usually where I leave the house and go do something. Now none of that applies. So, I guess I could have it worse. I could be one of these poor bastards in Italy in a bed on a ventilator. Or worse yet, one of these poor bastards on a bed hoping to get a ventilator. So, yeah, sucks to be them. Let's hope we don't end up in that boat. And statistically speaking, we probably won't. Let's hope we don't know anybody that's in that boat. So, wash your hands, chin up, positive thinking. This will all end at some point. It won't last forever. We'll get through it. At some point, they'll be playing sports again. And we'll get to participate or watch them or bet on them, whatever your fancy is. So, let's have a good weekend. Let's have a good weekend. It'll be pretty much like the week. There's really no distinguishing the two right now. And I will talk to you later. Eric Arnold out.